Hello and welcome everyone at home watching with us. We're in Madrid, Alti TV production, round 4 of action. Women's division, we got the Austrian national team taking on IFB Bulgawa. This one's going to be a ripper. I'm Steph Rapazzo, joined with Christina Obermeyer. Christina, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Even better if this outside in connects. First shot, trailing edge, 27. Melanie Brandl, thank you. We've got Christina, obviously part of this team, so she'll be able to keep us up to check with our pronunciation as well. And Christina,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm great. Even better watching Austria do well. I'm not going to be biased at all whatsoever. You can't pin that on me. Oh, well, I'm going to try to be, although this first goal was already something really great because Melly Brandl and Yo-Yo Roy are two players that I played with at EUCF. Yo-Yo is a young up-and-coming talent from just outside of Vienna, from close to Neuburg, and she definitely can see Melly hug it or not.
Nice fake, big wind up.
Yep, just collecting the goals rather. And then, so what I was saying, Yo-Yo is one of the best junior players we got in Austria, and she joined Box, my club team, for EUCF last
And what's
month.
her proper name? Yo-Yo?
Johanna
Johanna.
Roy.
Johanna Roy. Yo-Yo.
Roy.
She's got a good nickname, so she's got that going for her already.
Yeah, definitely.
Here comes the pull. Austria and IFB Bulgawa, the team from Colombia, with a couple pickups. Getting going. They take a deep shot on the first play. Terrazzone in the end zone. Well read, and she's collected the goal. She's going to be happy about that. It's actually Charlotte Terrasson. But after her training camp in Bologna, she became Terrazzoni to some, including myself. She is still in the World Games selection, rocking it out, making people know why right now, catching that goal.
Yeah, she's definitely got a shot at it, don't you think? On the World Games roster for France.
A very strong shot. She's in the final 12. She's turning heads. She's making things happen. And, yeah, she's got a great chance. And I think she's very focused. And we see it there. We see some of the focus there.
Yeah, definitely a player to watch on that Bulgawa team, although I couldn't really tell you about anyone else because I only know her.
So 3 minutes in, including pulls, and it's already one apiece. Some very, very efficient, fast offenses.
Definitely. We've got Austria receiving now, and this Austria team is actually not the national team you might know from years ago, or the one you might see in the future. It is 3 players from every team in Austria, rather randomly picked, or picked with from certain criteria.
Right.
That has not played together all that long. They've only played together a bit on one training camp.
3 players from every team, just a cultural mix of all the clubs, and let's make sure everyone is represented and have a crack at it. Interesting means of selection, but you never know what might work. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a way, there's a will. Here it comes. Shot. That's floaty. Defense is going to get it in a human collision of all sorts in the middle there.
A lot of players underneath that disc. Just more Colombian bodies, and there's a pick on the field as the disc will stay with the Colombian player or go back.
Ponce sends it back. And it's Vargas who's going to kick things off for IFB Bulgawa. Oh, and a sitter threw it over her own shoulder. The deep's gone, but the throw's not there. She had separation.
That's a way to gain yards.
How's that? Stepping forward. And here's 40 for the Austrians. Ooh, sends it straight to the defender. And Ponce puts a hand to it, and they'll get another chance to go downfield. On the sideline, big mark, but the around throw gets around, but it's too quick, and now Austria with 0 yards to gain to score. One throw forward, and it's a goal.
Amaya picking up without a mark.
And nice catch there by the captain. She hauls that one in. Keneally?
Sandra Kniely.
Kniely.
Yeah. She is one who follows International Ultimate might know. She plays for Catch-Up Mixed and also is coach of the Catch-Up women's side. And she has been part of a lot of mixed international events. Played, I think, the European Championship in 2019 and also already in 2016 she played for the mixed side of Austria at the World Championship, where she was a very young player, but already putting her mark into the history of Austrian Ultimate.
Austrian Ultimate, leaving that mark. AUT. Autriche.
Hannah Brunner, disc in hand to pull.
Flat laser, but good distance on it. Opposing brick mark, and here come IFP Bulgawa. Eriksson goes down, but can't squeeze the hand on the throw. That was too far in front. Austria now going the other way. Pali on the sideline, surveying options. Stall count mounting up, well defended. And the gainer that looked for meters, but the throw was low. And they couldn't get it across. IFB Bulgawa. Bulagawa. Lucien sends forward. Oh, and a interception. It's turning into a bit of a sloppy play. And big OI defense gets in front, and the throw doesn't get there. We've got about 3 turnovers here now.
Yeah, 3 turnovers now, and that was a bit of a hasty shot, but it looked like the receiver gave up on the disc before it even hit the ground. It was near it. I was already like, oh, I'm not going to get there.
Upline does get there. Wind up. There's the big too much on it. Too far in front. Not enough on it, actually. 0 float on that throw.
Looks like both teams are taking opportunities rather than safe shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost a battle of field position the rest of this point. We'll see if that plays out.
Johanna Dore with the disc picking up on the sideline. Bit of a runner there.
It was right. The defense was just about to get a piece. And upline, great upline throw there by Brunner. And not really upline, but through the center, but just leading through the center. Right through the guts.
Bignal on the field makes a lot of sense since many players are running around. It's a very interesting structure from that Austrian side.
Let's see what they fall into.
They're going to stay that way. Bit of a teaser. Not going to say too much, but it's definitely something they want, actually.
No, they don't want that, though. Johanna Dore watches that one hit her hands and fall to turf. The huck gets covered up with some good defense by Austria, but then the gainer. 17, Lucien wants to get it off that line badly. And a big call for the disc from double zeros. But she then centers and throws it around.
Yeah, she definitely wanted that disc very badly.
31 with the disc. Wind up Brunner, gone deep for 27, but it's too far in front. Brandl was never going to get there.
Yeah, Melly Brandl putting everything into that cut, but just could not quite get her hands around it, and she has to play defense now and sets up a big mark.
A wind up, big one. Now that's got some float on it. Beautiful throw, gainer, but not in. And the leading pass, Terasson finishes the job and gets it done for IFB Bulgawa.
Bulgawa.
Their imports are really hitting the mark.
Definitely something they did very well. Import the right players to their team.
So it is 3-1 now, but a moment ago it was still 2-1 before that score counted. Here's the throw. Look at that. Outside in. 3/4 length field. Bulgawa. It was 2-1. Now it's 2-2. But we said after 3 minutes it was already 1-1. And then after 10 minutes it was still 2-1. So that last point took a very, very long time.
Yeah, just everyone wanted to play. Everyone wanted to play on. No one really wanted to decide them whether they were gonna get that point or not. Just in my opinion, they took some options that weren't open, but they can still improve on that. Both teams have not played together very long or very intensely, and you can see that a bit, but also see some great stuff from both sides already, and I think that's going to be a banger of a game.
Setting ourselves up for a banger here. 2-2. Austria receives the pole, and they're off and running onto the sideline. Looking for answers. Stall count mounting now. Good defense, but not quite good enough. Alder. And that one floats, but it does connect.
Kmekova with a huge huck into space for Sens to run under, but just that tiny bit too far out in front. Kmekova, someone who normally plays for the Slovakian national team, recently moved to Vienna and actually a teammate of Sens.
Cool. Changing it up. Getting some different teammates, learning some new systems.
Just playing for whatever team she can.
But here they come. IFB Bulgawa. Trailers there. Now the mark was good to prevent the around. Escobar gets the upliner. And now shot for goal. The throw looks good. The throw is good, but the catch is not. She had 3 cacks at the can there and can't hang on.
She really tried hard to catch that disc, but she was also very near to the sideline. And if she had caught it, there would have been the discussion of whether she had caught it inbounds. Oh no, she actually had.
Oh no, she was well in. Sierio just
Plenty
couldn't
of
hang on to
space.
that one. That's Callahan country, but the bigger receiver prevents that.
Verena Pali now with that big catch, and Bodensteiner with a gainer underneath, and she's gonna send it.
Sent deep indeed. Oh, great catch there. What a play on the disc. Foul called. I thought it was just a great catch, and they agree that it was a great catch by
Aumeier. Laura Aumeier. And Austria seemed to change up their jerseys quite a bit, actually, and I'm a bit confused, although I've played with all of those players before. Aumeier with the amazing catch, and Alda with the goal in the end. And that was a very daring shot from Bodensteiner. Melanie Bodensteiner winding up big. Yeah, I actually like the style they're playing. They're taking chances still, but this time connecting.
Gotta hit them. Try the new style is good. Makes you feel good. If you can get yourself into open spaces, start getting connections. Any style can work if everybody's on board, if everybody's bought in. Yeah, there is an advancement of styles. There is, some styles that are becoming a bit more consistently profitable, both offensively, but more so defensively, I think. But just play your style, do it right, get everybody on the same page. Everybody's got to know their job inside the system to really establish some style.
Big pull by Kniely.
Kniely sends it tape to tape on the backhand pull. Here come the Colombians Ooh, held off on that one then. Puts it forward. She has a receiver. That's Sardenio. Gets up line. Quick shot deep. That one's well in front, but she might just get there. She does with the sticky fingers. Rodriguez hauls that one in, and IFB Bulgawa get themselves a tying goal very quickly.
That was an amazing shot and an even better run toward that disc. The disc looked really very quick, and it was quite speedy, but even speedier was the receiver underneath it. You could really see her catching up, and in the right moment, just before it hit her hand, the disc slowed down just for her to get that, secure that disc in the end zone for a goal. Nothing a receiver can do, defender can do.
Nothing you can do. Well-weighted throws to leading passers. And nothing can happen.
That's the dream.
Nice. IFB Bulgawa has just tied up this game. It's 3 apiece. Remember to get yourselves on to alti.tv and become a member, be part of our community, help us do more, help us bring you more events. Austria getting the disc in motion here. Kamenkva. Oh, she sends it deep. Great distance on that throw, but the defenders, oh my goodness! The defenders had it read well, but it went over their heads and right in and out of the hands of the actual intended receiver. When all was sought to be lost, it looked like it had a final chance to be found again, and then escaped at the final minute.
I think that was Victoria Kreil there with not giving up on that disc, running after it. She's not on our roster, but I think that is her name. But it's Bulagawa's disc now, and they have to move it down the field.
Here we go. Patino. Fake. De Silva. And it's going the other way. Austria. Get the dump set. Kamenkova goes deep. Is she going to get there? One-hand casual. Johanna Dor finishes the point for the Austrians. And they continue to dictate the pace. They're staying in front.
Johanna Dor, still a very young player, I believe in the under-20 division for Austria now. She's very known for her high release backhands and single-handed catches. Definitely a talent to watch in the future.
Johanna Dor.
Johanna Dor, yeah.
Johanna Dor.
Same as Johanna Roy.
Okay.
Don't get those two mixed up, but pretty
Roy
similar
Dor.
player profile, both really good.
Okay.
Both worth remembering, and you don't have to remember that much because it's just a bit of a different surname.
Okay. Surname's very much different. That part I won't confuse ever. But those first names could get me.
Oh, so they also have the same nickname, Yo-Yo?
Yo-yo, no. Every Johanna's a yo-yo.
Or a
Here
Hanny.
Or a what?
Hanny?
Hanny's a hey.
Yeah.
Or they're also a
Hey.
yo-yo. Okay, IFB Bulgawa, the traffic lady, number 00 to Terrazzone, Monica to Terrazzone. They talked about this in the pregame, that they love throwing deeps to each other, and did it very efficiently there.
Can't say anything about that. That was just perfect execution.
Yeah, bing, bang, boom. Let's set up the big huck and then send it. And they did that.
They did that. They did that perfectly. And apparently, there's no one who can stop Terrazzone in the downfield. And number 00, whose name I don't know.
It's Monica.
Monica.
But surname, it's not quite there. We'll get to the bottom of that for you, followers back home. Or feel free to let us know in the comments, because
That'd be
I do
perfect.
check every now and again.
but it's quite a great game actually from both sides. They're doing some amazing plays, both of them. I didn't expect that to be this fun to watch, to be fair.
Fair. To be fair, we've been making thumbnails for these games, and my suggested thumbnail for this game was rejected by the establishment.
As in Milan.
As in Milan. IFP BULGAWA versus AUT. It's IUC, it's MUC. We came up with a little bit of everything, and it was so difficult. So this game's going to be explicit. Don't watch it was what I came up with, but it was rejected. Anyway, Austria sends deep. That's in for goal, but she blubs it. Lets that hit the ground off the fingers to the turf.
Kmekova, so close and yet so far.
Not going to be happy watching that one back. But let's see if she can redeem herself with a defense. It's the best way to do it.
I'm sure she can make up for it. She's a very, very good player.
Upfield. Big shot, too much on it, though. 18, let that one get away. Salamanca put a little bit too much hot sauce on that enchilada. Oh, and ground strip, but that's down, and that's a turnover. And here come BULGAWA with a short field. They're going to now wait and let themselves get set, but I think, like, you can probably start counting by now. Timeout after all that even, okay? Timeout at 0. They're going to come out in a end zone set. Christina, what are they going to give us?
Isolation.
Isolation.
On their tiniest but quickest player. That's what I'm calling.
And I think if that person is Schneidel. Is that their fastest player? Scheidel. Is that the fastest player or no?
In Austria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who you think they're going to isolate?
100%. She is definitely their fastest player. I think.
Is it 100% you think they're going to isolate her?
No. She's 100% their fastest player. I have not yet thought about the whole system of it, whether they will. Did be something that they'll do. Just isolate one single player. I think they want to work as a team more. Austria, that is.
Working as a team, getting things done. Speaking of getting things done, a little promotion, though. I'm getting things done with my mother. We're putting out a cookbook, so make sure, all of you, if you would like some...
The Rapunzel cookbook.
Authentic Mama's Italian classics. Check it on Instagram. Some recipes from Mom's hometown, Dad's hometown. It's going to be great. Get on to... Get on and check out my links. Give it a like and follow.
Talking about liking and following, don't forget to like this video and follow LTTV and ring that bell to get notified, because giving you this game right now is just the start of a perfect weekend of Ultimate, in my opinion. It's going to be perfect. And...
Well, we got a full moon tomorrow.
Well,
or tonight.
Tonight. It's
so
tonight.
It's like that's today and tomorrow are affected with positive energy from the full moon we're going to get shortly.
Oh, do you think it's a positive sign? Because I know a lot of people that are not keen on this.
Oh, I mean, full moons affect people, everybody. It puts energy in whack for sure. But for me, I tend to get positive energy from the moon.
Oh, and a miscommunication there, and Bodensteiner is immediately putting it into Hübel, but into the ground,
for it to come back in, but it doesn't come. Not enough field, and that one out way upfield. So BULGAWA, Salamanca goes up and over. Her receiver does stay under it and get a hand to it. Shot for goal. That one counts. Aurita right with the goal, and UFB BULGAWA take their first lead of the game.
Indeed, it's their first lead. They're up by 1 now, and Bodensteiner tried to redeem herself here. So you can see it on the replay. The disc goes high up over her head. Bodensteiner is so close to it, but not quite. And then the put into the end zone is just perfect enough. Not a lot the defenders could have done. And this is the 3 breaks in a row for the BULGAWA side.
They're heating up. They are heating up.
just getting into a rhythm. Whereas Austria, I would love them to get back out there and get a bit of power back.
We're going to see they're going to get some power back, but BULGAWA, they've got it going, and they're dictating with the defense. Let's see what Austria does. Great pull in the sense that it landed in, dragged out, and the defense was there before the first throw. They go for the dump. It's well defended again. Monica all over that cut. And BULGAWA, you feel the pressure mounting, but Zen's, no continuation.
I saw it in her face. She wanted that hook, but she didn't give it.
She just wanted anything. She wanted an upfield option immediately while she was in power position. Wind up, sent deep. Terrazzoni's there defending, and Terrazzoni takes it down. Terrasson, in fact, but I'll always have love for the Terrazzoni nickname. Salamanca now back to the center of the field. Gainer, Terrasson. Goes up line to Monica. They've found themselves a nice little connection as foreigners on that team. And the poach came to cut off the continuation, but there was a free player. And now Salamanca again with the disc. Salamanca getting shot for goal there in the end. Terrasson. Throw it, doing a little bit of everything out there, and throws the assist, and BULGAWA is taking control of this game.
Yeah, they're running away with it a bit. And I think Austria is taking shots they don't need to, and they were working out, and then they're not, and then they're working out again. It's got to figure out to only take the shots that actually work out in the end. Maybe also think about whom to throw to, and maybe not the person Terrasson is guarding in the moment. Maybe that person should chill out a bit, give someone else a try, because I've seen her do 2 to 3 defenses.
Yep, and she's strong under the disc. She's doing a bit of everything there. You saw her throw the goal.
The tumble from Escobar.
Escobar cleaning things up. Great little run here by IFB BULGAWA. Austria's got to put in a strong hold or things could get ugly.
I don't see how things will get ugly. We've got so many pretty ladies out here. Myself included, of course.
Yourself included, of course,
I'm
because
kidding.
we did get haircuts and chairs next door to each other yesterday at a great Spanish
We did.
barber bar, which was super cool. I had a nice old-fashioned. I forget what it's called. I would love to send them out some love, but great place. Love getting haircuts in foreign grounds. And Austria loves walking the disc to that brick mark.
Kamekova with the disc.
Kamekova striding it out for the unmarked bricks.
I love the height difference
Yeah, look
between
at
the two
that.
players.
And they're having a chat about why is she coming all the way up there? It's a brick. The fields are actually shorter a little bit, I think. So the bricks are going to have slightly more advantage if they're counted out exactly like they are. Shot deep. It will go to goal. Will it be caught? Will the defense get there? Nope. Almost strides away, but the Austrian intended receiver, Brandl, gets there first and cashes in. And ends the run of goals for IFB BULGAWA.
It was a very impressive throw. I know the way Melly Brandl runs. She normally does that for me, but the way Kamekova can huck from a standstill into the middle of the end zone, that was very impressive. Very well done from her. Also keeping the composure of discussion first, and then waiting, because you already know what you want to throw. Then having a lot of time, and then checking the disc and then immediately hacking it takes a lot of mental strength.
It does. Bit of repetition, get your muscle memory going. So when you see it, you can throw it. It's automatic. You don't actually make that decision. The decision comes from, muscle memory. Mummel messery. Oh my God.
Mummel messery. Messing up our mummels here.
Yes. We mumble and mumble all the time. IFB Bulgawa into action. Trejo with the disco. Madrid Ultimate International Cup action. Ulti.tv bringing it to you. 21 with the disc. Grimaldo. And they've got this O-line of theirs has been potent. They have not been compromised in at least three of their last three of their efforts. They have been successful. And a little bit of contact there. Play on is called Canadian style. Grimaldo gets it underneath. Trejo. And a little 1-2, 1-2 there. And cheeky, the final of the 1-2 through the middle. Back to Trejo. Monica.
They're running a bit of a cup zone with a wall and a lot of people in the lanes trying to prevent throws. But the give and goes is how to work around it. And the style of the Colombian team is definitely putting a lot of quick passes in. And they're doing that really well to push the Austrian zone. And now they've broken it, and it goes to the player in the end zone for a goal.
Patino in the end. I got to give another shout out for what's called the hockey assist, the throw before the assist by Terrazon. A cheeky little break back the other way with a big gainer. It was a great throw that opened up that play.
Yeah, it came at the right time, and they were patiently enough until the half of the field, and then they were like, "Oh, there's an opening. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna just take that opportunity."
Take those opportunities. There's another look at it. Shot for goal. Patino cashes it in. In the lead, 7-5. Chance to take half if they break. Salamanca set to pull. Salamanca sends the pull. Floaty, not too much distance.
But hanging for a long time.
Almost to the opposing brick mark. Shot deep by the captain. Well read and played for by Alder. She's a travel position. She was pivoting while in the end zone. She now retreats. And there's a free dump, but there's a conversation in the middle of the field. It's probably a travel call because it came out of her hands. So that's what they must be chatting about. Keneally?
Kneely.
Neely. Kneely.
Exactly.
Keneally, we've got a falta, no contest.
Retracted. I saw retracted.
Retracted, okay. And there's the goal. Zenz gets on the beneficial end of it. Austria gets a weird one with it's always weird when there's a call resolved and then one throw score. They're anticlimactic, but that's the case there, and they go within one again.
Yeah, they're definitely catching up now.
So IFB Bulgawa will put out this potent O-line that's been doing their job for the last few.
To close out the half.
Take the half if they can get it done here, and if not, well then we go to Galaxy Point.
I would love that actually.
Who wouldn't?
Nobody wouldn't. Maybe Bulgawa would be a bit opposed to it.
Who?
Bulgawa, because they want to.
Yeah, maybe they would be opposed to it, but we're not worried about what they're interested in. We're worried
Right.
about what the fans at home are interested in.
Definitely.
Which is a tight match probably, but of course Bulgawa fans, we know you're just looking for them to dominate, and Austria fans, I'm sure you just want them
to get back in, right? And if you are a fan at home and watching, just pop us a quick text, talk in the YouTube chat, or send Steph Rapazzo or me an Instagram message
at AltiTV or our personals. I'm at Steph Pazzo.
I'm at Christina Obermeier.
So feel free to follow the fun. Here come BULGAWA, and a mental error there. She looked away. Trejo was looking, one throw ahead, but straight back through the spiking Viking through the middle. And BULGAWA taking it back emphatically.
Didn't even see her go there, and Tarason with a huge huck.
Oh, and no bid on it. It looked close from this angle. It's obviously a different angle there in front of Patiño. She couldn't go, maybe running at a field as well, but Tarason sent a bomb.
A beauty of a huck. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the defensive player catching up and then being on the same side as the other player coming from the other side of the field, that is Katty Scheidel. That's what I'm talking about. That girl has such speed.
Great cross-field throw there. And the wind-up, but no give there by Kamekova. Meyerhofer gets the gainer. Wilfing around. Kamekova fires, arcing inside out, outside in rather, flick that's picked off. Nothing to do about it.
Shu with the disc in her hand. Back to the middle.
Trejo, she's got to make up for her error at this point, and unfortunately makes another error. As I said, that disc is picked up, and they're hoping for no more errors. Sent in front to the speedy receiver, and that's Scheidel. Scheidel catches up to that one and cashes in for a goal.
You saw that. She's quick, but that was jogging. She can go faster.
Maietta had sent it deep.
They couldn't have gotten any deeper.
Yeah, back in the end zone.
And
we've got ourselves a Galaxy Point set up, ladies and gentlemen. First Galaxy Point of the weekend. Brought to you by, insert sponsor here. Please call us and sponsor Galaxy Point.
Galaxy Point.
Galaxy Point.
BULGAWA on offense.
Galaxy Point brought to you by. Who might that be?
We'll figure it out eventually. If you want to be that sound, hit us up.
And of course, another reminder. We love that you join us on the YouTube. You're engaged fans, but subscribe, become members, be a part of this community. Help us grow the sport of ultimate. One game, one event at a time. Austria sends a flat lasering pull and gets it up to Trejo. They look as the Austrian defense settles their zone front. Back to Shu. Shu has been having major impact, positive such, for this team. Her and Tarason as the external players playing with this Latino-based, Colombia-based club. But Latinos, and as I said it, the curse of the commentator, Shu drops a sitter. And Austria has a short field, a chance to take half. And I wouldn't have thunk it only moments ago. And a one-hand catch. Hand was not strong enough. And look at Tarason go. And look at Shu not hesitate. She knew she had Tarason, but great defense. I don't think there's a foul there. It would have been on the IFB BULGAWA player. Good positioning by Johanna Roy.
Yeah, great pickup there from Johanna Roy. Seeing that she had position there and jumping in and not afraid of the player coming in, and Zen's picking that up.
Off a swiping hand block over topper. And here come the Austrians. Another chance. Step in front D. Looks good coming out of Grimaldo. And now I think Salamanca wants to slow things down just a bit, but nope. They're in. Shu gets it moving. Trejo with the disc. Shot deep. Who's there? Oh, 24. Cannot get there. Can't squeeze the hand on the disc. And Austria will have another opportunity in this now very long point.
Yeah, there's been a couple of turnovers on each side, and some forced, some unforced. But definitely a lot of pressure there from both sides. But we can see that these teams really, really, really want that goal.
They love it. They want it. They need it.
Zen's working 1-2 with Bodenstein, a bit of a bobble, but catches it comfortably.
Almost trips herself up going backwards. Now Zen's again. Zen's agains. Ooh, great catch. Stays on her feet, but Bruma doesn't want to send it. She opts to go back to the middle. Safe as houses. And then now she's thinking, I should have sent that one because we turned over much closer. Shu's going to pick it up. She's already got Terrason in her head. But she calls the timeout, and
They don't have a timeout.
No timeouts to burn. Penalty, turnover.
It's one timeout per half, and they have already used theirs. And I'm not entirely sure about the rules, but there's a hack going into the direction of Bulgawa, and Terrason is underneath it, cannot connect.
And I knew that Shu already had Terrason in her sights, and she was going to throw that. And even after a stoppage, she gave it. But not effectively enough. Throw it a little bit too much on it. Oh, the defense almost there, but no. Bruna says, I'll take that one, and gets it centered. 42 now. Zen's puts it forward. She's going to have to put on the Jets. Not going to get there. I thought the defensive layout was going to come straight on, but Shu restrains herself and gets it back going the other way. Terrason. She's been everywhere. She's doing everything. Sends it to the middle. Trejo to Shu. Shu gets a bobble, but then great leading throw forward. Bruce Springsteen slide to pick it up. Centered. Shot for goal right into the crossing help defense. And we got another turnover here, Christina.
That's a bit of the story right here, isn't it, for both sides, as Austria take their first time out of the half. They're working it patiently until the end zone, and then in front of their end zone, they're taking a shot.
This is still Galaxy Point. Still brought to you by our future sponsor. And it's gone back and forth and back and forth. And it's now Austria's turn once again with a full field in front of them.
And Austria in their huddle now. They've got no coach yet. I'm guessing he'll... So catching up to the point I made before, their coach not here yet, but I'm pretty sure whoever took the lead in that discussion and in the timeout did a great job and told them to just chill and have fun playing. As for the Bulgawa side, what do you think their coach told them?
Listen, I think they're playing a sharper game right now. They're playing a faster game. I think it's holster a couple of the bigs, especially right after the turnover. Let's not aggressively counter. It's worked for us from time to time, but on this long point anyways, let's put it away. And when we get it back, let's walk it in. And then if we go back to our style, we can go aggressive again because the aggressive has been working for them. So, again, hey, make sure you get on Alti TV and become a sponsor, and go check out Mama's Italian Classics too, Milan. Everybody needs to get on that. Full moon tonight, Bulgawa, Austria. Right now, the action is happening. It's all happening in Madrid. The mega turnover point, 4 Galaxy point. What more could you want? Possibly a cold beverage. We may even have them. Great organization here by the staff at the Madrid Ultimate. Ultimate International Cup as Zenz gets the disc. Centers. Playing out of their own end. Brunner goes sideline. Bodensteiner goes deep. Company is there. Oh, what a great read by Shu. She goes up and over, and she thinks she was contacted, and I think she's got a case there, does Lehminger.
Lehminger. Constanze Lehminger. She jumped, and she said there was contact, and I agree that there was contact. I do think, though, that she would not have gotten that disc.
Here's another look.
That is my opinion on what I saw. A replay will be here. The disc is close to the sideline, fading out of her way. And then in comes the defense. There was contact. There definitely was contact. There is a foul is called. I just think that in the situation, she could not have gotten the disc.
Yeah, Shu had to just be a bit more careful, too, though, because she made a better play. She got up, but she still initiated a small bit of contact. She could have done that cleaner. And then there would be no discussion. Instead, they don't really come to an agreement. And they go right back to the original thrower.
Bodensteiner with another chance.
So getting fresh info from Nino Chancles. We have a Colombian flag up representing them, but this team, IFP Bulgawa, comes, the heart of this team is Panamanian, coming from Panama. So make sure we throw that out. A couple Colombian, Venezuelan, and then their European and Canadian pickups. But the heart of this team is Panama, so shout out to Panama. I want to go surf Bocas del Toro one of these days soon, but not tomorrow. So until then, we've got IFP Bulgawa, but they're facing an Austrian attack that won't go away, and they're fighting. Bodensteiner sends it deep, but too far in front. Everybody there to make sure of it, but not enough or too much on it. And not enough fields to make it count.
Pretty far outside of the end zone, actually on the side. Taking a shot there. They were so patient with the disc, but now it's their disc. And a bit of a confusion for where the disc will come back in, but Shu walking the disc up the field quite a lot.
And I think they've found the spot where it went out with some help from our cameraman. Shu sends it wide around Trejo. Great hands there coming under the Panamanians with very strong hands. Shot for goal, and it just hung on to there. 29, Andrea Rodriguez hangs onto that disc, and Galaxy Point is won by IFP Bulgawa after a tumultuous affair with multiple turnovers.
That was a long point. Could see both teams wanted it, and it goes to the Bulgawa side there. And now this is halftime. Austria keeping themselves warm by jumping around in a huddle, and we're seeing a replay here of the end of this Galaxy Point, throwing all the way to the end zone on the break side, and high jump and a squat finish.
Strong hands landed on her heels. Looks good. We're going to take a short break. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with second half action after a Galaxy Point finish of the first half goes the way of IFP Bulgawa.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world
And
and
beyond.
beyond.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. Ultimate.tv.
Second half action here in Madrid, the Madrid Ultimate Cup 2021. And we've got Austrian Ultimate Team Women, Team Austria facing a team from Panama of all places. Some of the players are from Panama originally, some are from Madrid, some came from Venezuela, and they've all come together to play here, play this tournament.
Panama City, the Panama Canal. Let's see if the Panamanians can win in Madrid as we get a ballet plie out of Shu. She sends it deep. Got a receiver, but it cuts too early. The outside in had too much angle on it.
It was a very athletic bid there from Shu. Caught onto it, but this is Austria's disc now.
Captain Kneely.
Kneely, putting it to Kmekova. You're getting better, Steph.
Maybe by the end of the game. Kneely.
Yeah, Kneely.
Zen's not even. That's 27. That's Brandl. And Shu sniffs that one out of the air, gets it out of there.
Over the head of Alda.
Grimaldo centering. Was looking to get it back, but didn't quite come. And now deep, but that's to the defense. And Austria getting it back the other way again here. Brandl had it moved. Kneely gets it under with some hard work and hard hands from Alder. Tight mark. They're only looking backwards. It's like Tame Impala. It feels like I'm only looking backwards. As Terrason gets a back D thrown into her back numbers, and Shu picks it up. She now looks to center, gets a dump cut engaged that goes up line.
That is true talent, getting a defense with every single part of your body. When that is a shot for goal, as you would say, probably, Steph.
Grimaldo gets that one in, and they looked good there. BULGAWA, they get their point back after giving up Galaxy Point. They took Galaxy Point.
They did, and they
and now
also
they back
hold.
up. They hold, and now they've got the 2-point lead, and they buffer in the second half. Now they could afford to play a hold your own kind of game, and make sure you stack the O line, make sure the O line's always fresh and rested.
I don't think they will, though.
No.
That's not the style of the team, and that's not what I want or the viewers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I mean, it's never intentional that you're going to be like, hey, we're turn the D off, but you take less risks when you have the buffer sometimes, and it's strange, and you always want to play like there's urgency, and you need to play the same way, and we need this, but the legitimacy of it is the situation changes, and the feeling, especially the whole team feeling, the collective feeling changes, and the ebbs and flows of energy that come with a game of Ultimate. So, Austria, AUT under the disc, and wow, unforced error there. Wielewitzer, thank you. Puts it to
she
the turf.
just, maybe she thought about throwing already. Maybe she's not too, not used to it, not so much. She's a very experienced handler, but she's getting punished definitely by that BULGAWA team.
Yes,
A quick
and
pass.
Ponce ends up in the end zone with that one, and BULGAWA doing their punishment. 9-7, 2 in a row into the second half now. It's 10-7, in fact.
And you can see that now this is a crucial point of every game in around an hour where concentration drops, and we definitely saw concentration drop on the Austrian side with Anja Wielewitzer not being able to catch an easy centering pass for her to set up that offense. So they'll have to somehow get into that game again.
And the fans at home are loving it. Oriana Landeetta. Vamos. Angela Salazar. Sí, ok, bien. Fuera. Vámonos. IFB. Vamos. IFB. BULGAWA.
What about the Austrian side? Are they not represented in that chat?
Much less.
Doesn't really look like it.
Fanfare in there. The Panamanian fanfare is good. Nico Rapotnik. He's there.
Zippo.
He says hi.
Of course he does. His
Hi,
girlfriend is on that team,
So he's
putting
cheering.
her imprint on it, and as Yo-Yo tries to keep that thrown bounds, but Leninger send it directly into the out of bounds area.
Salamanca, she's had a heck of a game controlling the offense for the Panamanians. Upline cut, and it delivers. There's a poach. Is it going to be punished? No. Not enough time. And now we're looking to center. Lucien centers effectively. Another shot upfield. Panamanians looking good. Lucien. Another completion, nearing half. Repeto goes back to Lucien. She swipes off the fake and looks upfield.
Something the Panama players, there's a pick on the field. But something the Panama players are doing very well is the basics. They're swinging it. They're looking up the field, but then the resets into the middle are clean, and they know exactly what their fellow players are doing, and this is something that I think Austria can improve on. But this is what I really like from the Panama side here.
And here they come. Let's talk about those basics, the easy stuff. Let's see if they keep it going. Salamanca resets to center. They have very effectively played out of the center of the field, and then that one, both of the girls thought it was for the other. It was slightly overthrown to the same end, and Zenz doesn't care either way. A turnover is a turnover. She says, I'm going to just pick this one up and get it going the other way. And here comes AUT. Roy centers. Dor sends it deep, and it's caught on the doorstep. Bodensteiner puts too much on it, and the goal was all there for the taking. But
Leninger. Yes, perfect.
There's an M in that name.
Then I misspelled it. I'm sorry. It's an N. It's an N.
Leninger. was not in a position to make a play. The throw too far out in front and a squandered opportunity.
You can see that Melly Bodensteiner is one of the Ketchup Graz mixed players, expecting a Meissl maybe to catch it. She's a very good player on that team, so she's not quite used to playing all women's anymore, I guess.
And the dump, Salamanca. Still looking, high stall count. Leininga on the stall. Working her way up to 10 there. It's getting chilly. Lucky our accommodation is only 100 meters away. Not even. Like from the end of this field, it's like 30 meters away. So we might be getting blankets for the late games. Up line, Salamanca goes around. Defense is there, swats it, waffles to the ground. And Zenz has gone deep and feeding it. Double happiness available. She's going to have to get down, and she can't quite do it. Throw too far in front.
Too much triceps on that backhand huck there from Bodensteiner. But a beautiful recognition that Zenz is actually completely free in the end zone and could have gotten in away, got out of her hands, or like not even in her hands, but out of her reach a bit. But there's definitely potential there for them to put that in.
It was there for the taking, but it's BULGAWA. They looked good. They were doing the easy stuff early. Let's see if they get back to the fundamental-based ultimate style. Fast-moving, of course, is the Central and South American style, and that shot deep. The defense steps in front and easily taketh away. And then a floaty piece of plastic just into the hands of the centering handler there for Austria to get going the other way. Now they're safe with Bruna.
No mark on her whatsoever. Got a lot of time.
Kmekova gets to Zenz. Zenz is ready to engage and gets the two-step. And that's Bodensteiner. Now shot deep. Leibniz can't get it. Gets the right hand up as she tumbles to the ground. Defense was there too. Odd angle to catch that one coming down from the outside in with her right hand leading, but she gave it everything.
She tried there, yeah. Putting her body on the line, just couldn't quite catch that disc.
And here, ooh, sticky situations, but they hang on. Now, shot upfield. Lucien. Dump. Salamanca. Quick. Back to Lucien. Wanted the quick movement, but it wasn't quite available. Now, into the armpits of Patino. Salamanca. Again, how many times have we said that name? She's been anchoring this attack. Doing a great job of it. Lucien goes low, and so does the receiver. Escobar goes down. That one's shot for goal, and it counts. And a long point, Sierio. It's 11-7. Time for a Slurpee because that's actually 7-11. And things are looking up if Slurpees are on the way.
I would love a Slurpee right now. I'd also love a banger of a game. Getting Austria back in there. The momentum is definitely on the BULGAWA side. That catch was impressive. Again, the hockey assist, as one calls it. She got to the ground super early, waiting there for the disc to come into her hands, securing it with her whole body.
Yep.
Just a really impressive thing to do. Getting up there as we see it on a replay and putting the disc into the end zone for a goal.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So BULGAWA. Okay, so Austria played a heck of a game against Jaka earlier this morning. They stayed in it. Yaka squeaked it out and played the tail end of the game like Yaka. But they're not the Yaka that we saw at UCF. Iceni got their win, but had a tough match against Puk, who had a big run against them. And now BULGAWA is, stretching ahead of, if they put their foot down at the end of this game, like maybe they're starting to be considered in that favorites to make the final. They're in the Iceni Yaka conversation now.
I would definitely put him into the conversation. We've seen amazing plays from that team and a lot of potential. And I believe that some of those, or most of those errors, have come from miscommunications of not knowing each other that well, and also a bit of the windy conditions that have come and gone as the game progressed.
Disc back in for AUT. Tight defense by the Panamanians. Alder gets the disc near midfield. Engages the dump. Good two-step the other way on a tight Eriksson defense. And that one to 93, Meyerhofer. Meyerhofer. She can't hang on, and she watches the turnover go to turf.
Great Biddo trying on a second attempt to still wrap her hands around it.
Eriksson winds up. I thought it was gone, but it wasn't. She gets the under to De Silva. De Silva goes forward again, using that far sideline effectively. Right with the disc. Right into the defense that goes that one. And Austria, another opportunity. I've lost track of who's trying to hold and who's trying to break here because we've had too many turnovers.
Austria's trying to hold.
And now they're giving another break opportunity. IFB BULGAWA. They want this one. Eriksson. She's on the sideline. She needs an engagement. Her dump is wide open, but she goes the other way and puts a little bit too much sauce on that one, and it sails past her intended receiver.
A beautiful shot. I see where she wanted to go with this, to the other side of the field, but it seems like her receiver wasn't exactly on the same page as her. And so they're back to playing defense again.
Austria. Keneally gets it going. A 360 pivot there, keeping things in action for the Austrians. Keneally again winds up. Big one sent. Look at the wheels picking up. Can she get there? Most certainly. Shardlow
was correct. And like, you've seen her before. You've seen her now. I'm surprised you're even asking if she can get there. Of course she can get there. She got there in a stride with a clap catch to her chest.
Yeah, she didn't have to bid. I was wondering if she was gonna, if the need be, but that's the beauty about having super fast players, is they just turn on the afterburners and make throwers look good.
And I actually think she could go faster even.
We have a guy like that on ISNO. He's not here this weekend, but Benji Fenrich. I think it's impossible to overthrow him because he is just too fast to be overthrown.
Same for Kathy. But yeah, just impressive stuff, and that's exactly what Austria needed right now. To get that disc into their end zone and get it there fast, because another multiple turnover point would have not been...
Yeah, they didn't need another marathon point.
Definitely. Although one could argue that already was one, so they had to end it quickly, and they did that.
Pole's going to go straight out of bounds. Beautiful night sky, a little bit of cloud cover here, but it is chilly, but it's a very pleasant evening here in Madrid. The lights contrasting the dark grays of the sky.
Poetic.
Wonderful place to be here. This complex is something else. A great place to host a tournament. Grass fields, turf fields, other sporting action happening, recreation. It's a lively place. And we're striding out the brick mark again. Surely we can mark a sideline and put a cone there on the brick. Terrason. She can hear the commentary. She was winding up. Now Shu goes the rest of the distance. That's going to work. Beautiful throw by Shu. Well weighted. And the receiver chased it. Patino with perfection. And they stay ahead. They score quick, too.
I would actually call this point perfection.
Yes.
Terrason to an open under, and then just putting that disc into space for only one person and exact that receiver to run under it. Beautiful stuff.
Very much. So I guess the French World Games selectors will be watching this one, and they'll be liking what they see out of Charlotte Terrason.
Definitely. I think Nas
Making a good case for herself.
Nas is here playing,
Yes,
one of the
yes.
coaches.
Oh, yeah, he's got a pretty crummy team now, doesn't he? Oh, wait, no. They're kind of awesome. Legends. They're a little bit old, but wow, there's some legends on that team playing on Los Otros, the team put together by Nasser, one of the chiefs of staff for the World Games Selection and Coaching and Administration Committee team.
So he does everything for this.
He does a lot.
Yeah.
So, 12-8. They're 2 points away from winning with a 4-point buffer. That's a comfortable place to be statistically.
Definitely. But I will not write up of any team today, because what we have seen were some runs, especially in the women's division.
That Lilliput game you guys watched against Iceni. I mean, I
That
watched
was
it
intense.
too, but not with the cans on. That one lands out of bounds. And Austria will play from their brick mark. Yeah, ding dong. Why not? Just for kicks. I heard a yeah on the sideline. And if you don't know the yeah ding dong reference, do you even exist? Here they come. What is yeah ding dong? Comment on YouTube. Let us know if you know where yeah ding dong comes from. Play yeah ding dong! Here comes Austria. Connecting passes. Wind up. Deep shot all the way to the defender. That one's going to be
Into
gobbled up.
nobody.
Gobbled up and gone the other way. Salamanca. Applied too far, but great bid in front of the cameras. Working hard out there is Cisneros. And a turn, and now a short field for Bulgawa.
You can see the difference here that I have talked about before, the resets. And there's a timeout call on the field from Bulgawa. They really want to get that break now and then close it off, close that game off, and do it with as little waste of energy as possible.
Yeah, they'd like to do it in 3 more scores of the whole game would be ideal, of course, and close
Definitely.
it out 15-8, and that makes it convincing. Even 15-11, that's trading. It's a nice win, but geez, Bulgawa, I feel like they've taken a fair chunk of the momentum, and this goal could be the one that lets the landslide crumble. There is Terrason's hockey assist, and there is Shu's shot for goal moments ago. That went into Patino. The Panamanians using their imports really well and getting it done from a systematic point of view. Well-implemented import players, and looking good out here as these replays continue to roll. Oh, great bid.
Look at that from a close angle. Jumping after the disc, no respect from her body whatsoever.
So the tumbala bots are working. Rapotnik commented on it, and then they just came heavier and harder, and they're tumbaling. And it seems to be working, so you keep tumbala. And these Panamanians might walk their way to the finish line.
You know, one should never write off a team. It's not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. Lenny. Okay. Bulgawa offense set before the Austrian huddle is finished. They've got themselves a very vertical set with the dump, absolutely vertical, and a 5-player, evenly spaced vertical stack upfield. Felix cannot be liking what he sees here. But we like what we get out of Felix. Love Hive Ultimate and what he does, and his support for us as well. Everything about Felix, wonderful stuff. Check out his Hive Ultimate, even while you watch clean stacks work very efficiently as Bulgawa continues to dominate this game. Great hands there by 21. Grimaldo in the middle. Gets it back. Repeto. Salamanca. And the Austrians coming with a zone front. Ooh, that one through the middle, though. Found the space. And again, just enough space. Falling receiver, Alexandra Escobar collects the goal. It's a big lead now, 13-8. And the Austrians have got some head scratching going on.
Yeah, it's a mountain to climb. 13-8 is a big difference in goals. And Austria is throwing on everything they have right now onto that on defense, onto that team. But even that zone that worked pretty well before could not connect this time, as they patiently threw passes from side to side, and then at the right point looked into the middle, and then from if you open the middle once, you cannot go back. And there's a huge discussion. It looks like this point is actually not finished yet, and we get to see some more action in this last point from Bulgawa as they go back.
All that emotion. We thought it was a goal, and it wasn't, and we're back in action. Salamanca. Del so nice. We'll do that twice, they say. Do the Panamanians. And now that score is official. It's 13-8. And, yeah, same as what we just said.
Exactly.
Now it counts.
Now it counts. That's just like in practice when you gotta double up the score. You score once, that's not enough. You go back 10 yards outside of your end zone and gotta score again to make it count. And that's exactly what they did. And apparently they're doing that too at some practice somewhere that they're having together.
Great in-game drill. Double score.
Wind is picking up here in Madrid.
Wind is picking up. There's a chill in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like the Austrian players are shivering a bit. Don't really know whether it's from the wind or from the mountain of defense that they're going to climb. Going to have to climb now to get a goal.
They're going to have to climb to get a goal. They're going to have to climb to extend this game. If they don't climb, they will fall soon. So 2 breaks will do it. Otherwise, if we get holds both ways, we got 3 points left. Otherwise, Austria is going to need a hold and a whole bunch of breaks to extend this game into a potentially winnable situation. 72 picks up the disc for Austria and gets it going. Look at that. Shardlow gets the nice around. She's more than just speed. She's got some throws. There's the upfield shot. Oh, Maya's gone to Shardlow. We saw them out in Madrid together last night, and tonight they're hooking up again, but on the field, getting it done, extending the game. They did the most simplistic task of those series of tasks and got the first hold.
Now let's see some more action. It's not over yet. Told you.
Now they need breaks, or it's, like I said, a short game. Can Austria break Bulgawa? Terasson checks back onto the field. 13-8 for Bulgawa over Austria. Late game here in Madrid. Alti TV. Click those buttons. Like, share, and subscribe, people. Become members. Have a voice with us. Help us grow.
Late game here, but not the latest. We've got 2 more games for you after this one.
2 more. Révolutionnaire from France.
Against One Shot, also from France.
They're actually from Spain,
Spain.
as I've been informed, not from France. So we have a Spanish-French matchup coming up next. And the last game of the night, we will see Austria back in action against Iceni from London.
It's going to be a banger, I'm sure.
And here they come. IFP Bulgawa, Terrasson to Shu. The traffic pickup from Vancouver, and Terrasson plays with Fab out of Bern, Switzerland. But right now our bigger focus is making that French World Games roster. Grimaldo to Trejo. Dump back, Terrasson. Trejo again, but off the hands and bombled into the turf. Here they come. Bodensteiner winds up, doesn't give it, goes the other way. 2 hands, safe as houses. Up line, Bodensteiner. Winds up, big outside in backhand. It's well underneath played. Joanna Yo-Yo Dor with the goal for Austria, and they get a break. So now they did the most simplistic part of it. The break after the hold is the most difficult. Now continued breaks get easier. After you do it once, they get easier theoretically, mentally, emotionally. So could this be the start of a run? A 2 in a row, hold break. It is the miniest of runs. Yeah. It's not a run, actually. Like a hold break is like, okay, it's a break.
It's the base of what they will have to achieve.
If they do it again, they're on a run.
And
if they do it again and we go to 10-13, then the head scratching starts to shift to the other team.
But as the flow of Austria increases, Bulgawa is working really hard to not letting it decrease their own flow. So you can hear loud screams from the sideline, motivating their team. Also staying warm on the sideline as they're a big roster and they can only play every third point.
Here they come. Bulgawa. Trejo. Recentering. Shu. Trejo. Looking at a zone. Shu goes around. Terrasson. Back to Shu. Terrasson. And Shu. Happy to play with each other now, trying to distribute, and they do it efficiently. They get the completion there.
They saw the opening in that zone. The Austrians, a bit of a miscommunication. 2 plays, rather free. Just got to put some disc in there and they'll get it to them. And again, doing that same shot, seeing that there's a hole in the zone.
Yeah, those hooky, bladey OI forehands have been the ones that are counting. Terrasson fakes to Shu and then goes back the other way. Trejo gets Shu in the dump set. Back to Trejo. Shu again. Cutting up that center section. Terrasson joins the party. Now Shu's gone deep. There's space there. Oh, defense got a piece. Bobbled and then caught chicken wing under the arm. And Bulgawa gets away with one to go within one of winning. 14-9 now. IFP Bulgawa.
What a catch. I thought Anna Hoflacher was going to catch up to that. She was very close and I maybe even got a hand on that disc. But the composure from the Bulgawa player to get a hand around it and then on the second attempt keep the disc off the ground in on her body. You can see that here again. Beautiful, beautiful catch in there. Hugging exhilarated about that catch, and this is This is game point on that BULGAWA side. So Austria in a bit of trouble here.
BULGAWA.
BULGAWA. Ooh, I'm sorry. BULGAWA.
Is getting her done here. Not BULGAWA from Colombia, but BULGAWA from Panama. 1 point away from sealing their second win of the tournament. In the late stages, I believe they've got one game left at the end of the day. There's one on, one off for the ladies. They're going to get 3 games in today. They'd love to go into that third game with a 2-0 buffer, and it's looking very likely that will happen. Pick up, wind up, nothing. There is the nice D-line cut there.
And a drop, an unfortunate one for Maehr, and this is possession for the game.
Break point is match point. 27, Cristel Vega gets it into action to Licien. She's had a great game, Licien. Forward. Repeto. Dumps. 20 meters out. Shot forward. Looking good. De Silva. Dumps again. And stranded, but she goes up line. The defense is there, knocks it away. And it is not game point right now because Austria has a chance to hold.
What a layer defense there from Maehr, redeeming herself there. Body flying all over, but it works as Austria with another opportunity of a hold here.
Throw comes across, Alda. Oh, and right into the defense. She gets knocked over. I think no harm done. They're both happy to get up. Inevitable, unintentional contact there. But contact indeed. But they're back up. And now BULGAWA. Chance to win. Vega goes around. There's a hand on it, but a second effort catch keeps it alive. Vargas. Centers. Licien. Trying to engage. Finally engages right through the defender there into the hands of Vargas. Licien.
Tight defense there from Pali. Nearly getting a hand on that disc, preventing that disc twice. And
oh, macked off of Alder. Classic case of catch your D's. That one off the defensive hand. Mack midair corrected and in for the goal. BULGAWA puts this one to bed and takes the win, Christina.
that was an amazing act of concentration here from the BULGAWA player. Alda with the D, almost celebrating already, being ready to play offense once again. But then, no, says BULGAWA, closing out the game.
And what a game indeed. A great first half where we went 7-7 into a universe point game. BULGAWA took it and then held their opposition to 2 points in the second half and really closed out this game. Thanks for joining us. We got more action coming up next with One Shot, the Spanish team taking on Revolutionnaire from the north of Paris. Don't you go anywhere. Stay on Alti.tv. I've been Stefan Rapazzo, joined with Christina Obermeier. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Reality.tv.